And going over to the political part podcast, you have Los Angeles mayor roasted for her fire response and being utterly creepy. Now this comes straight from the donkey's mouth. This is, again, Mayor Karen Bass. And she says, quote, I see the devastation firsthand. I'm not sure how she did. Well, she wasn't there in the beginning. She was in Africa. I'm not kidding. She was actually out of the country. Not good optics for politics. Same thing happened to Ted Cruz a couple years ago when he had the Texas ice storm. I believe he was in, what was it, Cancun? So, yeah, definitely not good optics from a political perspective. Yeah. But nevertheless, she says, quote, these fires cross our region and change lives forever. These days will be challenging, but we will get through the crisis together. Thank you for the first responders who are working day and night, doing everything possible to protect Los Angeles. And without too much further ado, here she is there looking slightly creepier than usual.
Angelinos, we're still going through it. And to any of you and all of you that have experienced a loss,
Kind of reminds me of Kamala Harris, the creepy ass smile. Even more weirder when, again, this is a devastating topic. I'm not sure. Perhaps she's a serial killer,
the grief,
sociopath.
the anger, the just utter shock. I've seen the devastation. It is unbelievable the amount of loss that people have experienced. But we have to get through this crisis, and I know that we will. I was at the Sylmar command post today, and I saw the work of our first responders and how they've been able to defeat the fires in certain areas. We know we still have much more to go, and we know the winds are going to kick up again. But we got to stick together. We got to stand strong. And then we have to rebuild our city. We're the nation's second largest city, one of the greatest cities in the world. And we stay together and we will rebuild an amazing city. So thank you, Angelinos. And my thoughts and prayers are out to all of you that are going through unbelievable loss and pain today. We will get through this. Thank you.
I'm surprised she said thoughts and prayers about burning the flames, which I'm actually surprised she said that because, again, not to be cliche, but she's a Democrat, and they usually very much critique Republicans when the natural disasters or incidents happen, when traditionally Republicans more religious. Democrats usually worship politicians, but yeah, they usually critique Republicans for saying things like thoughts and prayers and those types of actions. So I'm actually surprised he said that. And it read pretty well. It got 5.2 million views and 4.2 thousand likes. And yeah, the creepiest thing in the world, just smiling the whole time. Like, yeah, you want to maintain a positive attitude in life, but geez Louise, you're talking about one of the most tragic things to happen in your cities or shitties, well, years of history, and she's smiling the whole time like the Joker. Or Kamala Harris, equally. I venture to say these gals, they are probably equally intelligent and beautiful and brilliant, actually, now that I think about it. And going to the comments, and they're mostly roasting her. Pun intended. One of the first comments comes from Gunther Eagleman, who says, quote, why the F are you smiling? Resign now, getting 23,000 likes, which is quite a ratio to say the least, because again, she only got 4.2 thousand likes. Wall Street Maverick says, quote, smile of shame, getting 1.7 thousand likes. Tour Golf says, quote, Karen, you dumbass, you suck. You got extremely ratioed at the post, getting 271 likes. Valentina Gomez says, quote, liar, you were in Africa when Los Angeles caught fire. You are useless, getting 2.8 thousand likes, which, again, is pretty bad optics, especially being out of the country like that. But again, I'm not sure maybe she'll say she's on humanitarian work or vacation. Again, Republicans do that too. Famously, Ted Cruz got roasted when he got to Cancun. So I'm not sure if that variable will be too much of a blowback in terms of her political career. Also, I mean, they're literally the party that says vote blue no matter who. I'm not sure how much at risk she really is at not, losing her job anytime soon. You also have Clown World saying, quote, why are you smiling? Are you guys out of touch? Unbelievable. Getting 4.6 thousand likes. Colin Rugg says, quote, there's no way you are the most qualified person in Los Angeles, getting 2.2 thousand likes. Now, a lot of people have also been critiquing her because she just happens to be an African American woman. I believe she's also a lesbian. So there's a lot of people critiquing her for that. Now, in terms of qualifications, I mean, it's also politics. A lot of times, the most qualified person is not elected. And it happens on the right, too. Don't get me started. A lot of useless rhinos who, again, the fact that the NFA Act of 1934 still exists is a stain on the U.S. and just shows how pathetic a lot of rhinos and Republicans are. Again, it's been almost 100 years to repeal that crap, but I partially digress. Libercat Media TM says, quote, resign, you wicked witch, getting 367 likes. Let's see here. Now, Thug Life Lago, interesting name, says, quote, yes, in Cuba, where you were plotting against the U.S. What the heck? And then there's a picture of her, and it says, and I'm not intentionally trying to butcher her name necessarily. It says, quote, Veramos Brigadas organizer Karen Bass on one of her frequent trips to Cuba in 2011. It says, Joseph Vigal, a KGB trained Cuban spy, expelled from the U.S. in 2003 for espionage, getting 2.2 thousand likes. Johnny Midnight says, quote, can you believe how happy she is here? All smiles about burning down the whole damn place. Just freaking unbelievable. And there's a picture of her, and it has some text saying, quote, diversity, equity, inclusion have morphed into perversity, insanity, and delusion, getting 1.7 thousand likes. Let's see here. Greg has a screenshot of the libs of TikTok. Looks like a Facebook story. It says, fun fact, in 2014, California voters passed Prop 1, which directed billions of dollars for infrastructure to build water storage and reservoirs. Over 10 years later, and not a single reservoir had been completed yet. Getting 171 likes, which, again, I can't think of a state in the U.S. or the world that is more poorly or corrupt run than California. Again, Gavin Newsom, spent $25 billion combating homelessness, and they have nothing to show for it. The homeless rate didn't decrease, and they quite literally cannot tell you where the money went. I mean, the only thing more inept to that is the Pentagon, for Christ's sake. It's ridiculous. They've never passed an audit. But they get more money every year, of course. Scroll down more and more. Thug Life Lagos has a cartoon of Biden giving out foreign aid to the hose. Says, as much as you need. Come on, man, as much as you need. Foreign aid. Gotta protect the Ukraine. For reasons, Prisma. What? You also have the mayor of Los Angeles having a fire hose that's shooting a rainbow saying DEI. She says endless funding. Then you have the fireman, and tries to spray something with fire around him, and there's nothing left. Getting 2.9 thousand likes, which, again, this mayor also caught, I think she caught about $17 million from the firefighters or firemen's budget. And they spent a couple $100,000 on, I thought they called them trans cafes, which I didn't even know was a thing, but I guess that is in California. Marilyn Matter says it's you, and Karen said, oh, it should be posted by Define L's, or one of those accounts that points out hypocrisy. It's a tweet from Karen Bass from 2021, and she says, quote, Ted Cruz fleeing Texas in the middle of a deadly crisis is part of a larger pattern of GOP abandoning folks in crisis. We need to build a movement to kick them all out. Getting 1.2 thousand likes. Yeah. Not good. Not good look, not even being in the country, Karen. And granted, I mean, Ted Cruz is in Cancun. It's basically America Junior. Especially they don't own Mexico yet. But nevertheless, it got 1.2 thousand likes. Again, this is her account. It's not like this is coming from someone who's more politically leaning one way or the other. Oh, she's leaning one way, of course. But yeah, it should be some folks of her party sticking up for her, giving her accolades, be like, great speech, great job, Miss Bass. You did not make an ass of yourself. Oh wait, she did. Going down more and more, some AI pictures generated of her hugging Gavin Newsom, getting 14 to 25 likes throughout here. Yeah. So did an AI picture of her holding a sign that says, they probably going to vote me out, and it's with a picture of her standing in front of the burning Hollywood sign. That was specifically an account named by Run Dumb Lives, saying you're going to resign, getting 171 likes, which, again, I don't think she will. I mean, Gavin Newsom has many ineptitudes under his career and many tragedies. It is very, very rare for politicians to actually resign. I mean, it's usually if it's only a very abhorrent, really bad, specific thing to do with them, like if they have an individual thing that they did. This one, yeah, there's a lot of, it's not individual action that led to this, I believe. There are many variables, but yeah, because there's so many variables, I don't think there's going to be as much political blowback. And again, the people who vote for her are going to vote for her no matter what. I mean, I don't see her losing any ground. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe California will turn and they'll vote red tomorrow. I mean, I'm pretty pessimistic. I mean, California as a whole, we saw a lot of those counties did, but the the cities, they still were very much blue when you look at the recent presidential election, district by district and city by city voting maps and the outcomes. But let me know, do you think, there'll be any negative political ramifications? Will anyone in California getting voted out because of this, or primaried, or recalled? Let me know your thoughts, guys. As always, be fascinating to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, try to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.